Tonight, we sit down with Chad McNair. He's the driver who hydroplaned going off the side of the Bob Sikes Bridge Sunday morning.
Our Melanie Levy joins us now from the bridge, and Melanie McNair telling you today that the whole incident was kind of supernatural to him.
Bob, Sue, that's right. This is where it all happened early Sunday morning. McNair says when he hit the water below him, something divine grabbed him and pulled him up to safety. He's calling his survival a miracle from God. On Sunday morning, Chad McNair hydroplaned, flipping his car off the Bob Sikes Bridge.
It bounced up on the rail and teeter-tottered on the rail, and then it just fell in the ocean.
Law enforcement says the call came in around 8 a.m. It was pouring rain. McNair was on his way to work at the Circle K convenience store on Pensacola Beach when he plummeted into the ocean.
It was a very, 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 very scary moment. So as the car is upside down, and I'm upside down in the car, I'm panicking extremely bad. Like, I'm telling myself I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead. Like, over and over, multiple times, because like I didn't see a way out. All my windows was up because it was raining very bad.
Desperate for oxygen and panic setting in, he swam to the back of his car. That's when McNair says God led him to the surface.
Supernatural feeling took over my body. It grabbed my arm and it led me to a place where I could escape that car. I was feeling around and I felt like this little opening, and I pulled myself through a very small, like it got very tight on my waist, like up here. Pulled myself through it, and I swam up into a rip current, come out of the current, and then the people on the seawall, they pulled me up to safety. And then from that moment, I'm freezing cold. I got one shoe on, soaking wet, no shirt.
McNair credits divine intervention for his escape. He says his entire family, especially his mother, prays daily.
You know, like, I don't think I'd be sitting talking to you right now without her, because I'm pretty sure she has a lot to do with that situation.
McNair says he still doesn't know exactly how he escaped from the car, saying everything happened so fast. He also doesn't know how he survived the impact. Regardless, he's thankful to be alive.
I don't know. I have no idea. All I know is it was God. That's all I know. It was God that pulled me up out of there. Like, I don't know why or the reason, but here I am.
McNair survived the accident with bruises on his legs and on his back, and he also does have pneumonia, but he's on the road to recovery. To watch my full interview with him, you can check out our website at weartv.com. Live in Pensacola, I'm Melanie Levy. Back to you, Bob.
All right, so Sunday morning, around 7:40, I was headed to work. All right, so I really just got, I'm still assistant in training. All right, so every second matters for me at that job. Like, I'm a huge, like, I'm dedicated, all right, no matter what it is that I'm doing. Like, so I'm dedicated to my job, all right. So my plan was, I'm at home thinking like, okay, you know, like I'm just becoming an assistant manager. I need to get to work on time, you know, stuff like that. So going around the curb, like, I get to Gulf Breeze. It's raining crazily, cats and dogs, right? So I get to Gulf Breeze. I go around the curb, getting ready to get on Bob Sikes Bridge. And like I said, it was raining very, very, very hard. I hit a water puddle in the ground, and it hydroplaned my car. Like, it sent my front wheels to the right or to the left, and it made my back end, like fishtail, to come up, like to go into the next lane, come up on the curb, and from the curb it bounced up on the rail, and it teeter-tottered on the rail, and then it just fell in the ocean. You get what I'm saying? Like on the roof of the car, and it started sinking immediately because my car's a soft top, you know. So it took on water very, very, very fast. When that first happened, I still was not registering, like, you know, I'm in water. Like, I knew it was an accident, but I didn't know that I was in water. So I'm still breathing regularly, like I'm not in water. I tried to, I'm honestly like this. I'm still trying to figure it out, you know, because it all happened so fast, and it was a very, 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 very scary moment. But so as the car is upside down, and I'm upside down in the car, I'm panicking extremely bad. Like I'm telling myself I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead, like over and over multiple times because like I didn't see a way out. All my windows was up because it was raining very bad. All right, so I just remember going to my back seat. Somehow I swam to my back seat, and that's where the panic sucked in extremely. Like I was panicking crazily bad, and that's where I felt like I was just gonna die. All right, I felt like it was over at that moment. So because I have such a praying family, because I am one of God's children, something, I'm not gonna say something, I'm stop saying that. Supernatural feeling took over my body, because when I tell you that I could not get myself out of that car, I couldn't. I just couldn't. That supernatural took over myself. It grabbed my arm and it led me to a place where I could escape that car. And it was a very, 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 very small opening. I was feeling around, and I felt like this little opening, and I pulled myself through a very small, like it got very tight on my waist, like up here. Pulled myself through it, and I swam up into a rip current, come out of the current, and then the people on the seawall, they pulled me up to safety. And then from that moment, I'm freezing cold. I got one shoe on, soaking wet, no shirt, but all I could think about is getting to my job, like getting to Circle K. Like that's all I could. All I could think about is getting to my job, because that's what matters most to me, you know? I feel like I don't have another way to provide for myself. You know, I got a family, of course, but I would never want to go to my family to take care of me, you know? So, like, I gotta make my money by all means. I have to. So, from that wreck, the only thing I could think about was still getting myself to work, all right? So, I'm telling the deputy, like, man, I got 3 minutes until I will be late for work. Please just take me to work. Please take me to work. And he was like, man, you know, like, calm down, man. You know, like, we need to figure out what's going on. Like, you've been in a major accident, and we need to get to the bottom of it. And I'm like, well, there's nothing that I can do. Like, I'm not needed here. Like, just let me get to work. All right, just let me get to work. And I sat in the back of the car for about 20 minutes, and then he came back and he was like, okay, you know, we got everything we need. We're gonna take you to your job. So yeah, I get to my job and I call my mom, and like everything is just starting to sink in, you know, like I'm really starting to understand what type of situation I just escaped from. And still right now, like talking to you right now, like it's still unbelievable. Like I still can't believe it, because not a second goes by that I don't think about it. Like I don't think about me being in that back seat. And it makes me very, very, very emotional. I'm not a person to just be crying all the time, you know, but that was a very emotional situation for me, because I've never in my life been through anything like that. Like never, ever, ever, ever. So it's like it's getting to me a lot more than a lot. So yeah.
I understand. That's terrifying.
Yes.
And I can't even imagine. I'm like putting myself in your position right now, trying to think how I would manage it. And the fact that you're here and you're able to process through it and talk about it is incredible. And I know I don't know you, but I'm proud of you. Yeah. And I'm happy that you made it.
I appreciate that. I thank you, because it's been rough.
It was life or death.
Yes, it's very much life or death. And I was more on the death side than I was on the life side, because like I said, I didn't see a way out. I did not see a way out.
The hole in your car, that you swam through. Where, what was that, a window?
Okay, so because the car was upside down, right? So his car is sinking upside down. So with the car being upside down, I'm upside down, and I get to the back. So at this very moment, I'm no longer by the window. The window is at the bottom, right?
Okay.
I'm at the top where the door is. Like my head is where the door is, right? So there was no way around, like I'm literally like almost like in a box, because there's nothing around, there's no escape around. That's the reason why I don't know how I got up out that car. Like I don't know. I don't know if I swam to the bottom and pull myself through. I don't know, because all my windows is up, like the only window was busted was my front windshield, and I'm in the back of the car. Not only just that, but like I said, I had to squeeze myself through something very, very, very small in order for me to get up out that car. So I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. All I know is it was God. That's all I know. It was God that pulled me up out of there. Like, I don't know why or the reason, but here I am.
You mentioned you have a family who prays a lot.
Oh, my mom, like she's a very, 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 very praying mom, very praying. Like, and she has 7 sisters. They're also very. I have a huge praying family, huge. Like, they are remarkable. Like, my mom is. I wouldn't know what to do without her. Like, I don't think I'd be sitting talking to you right now without her, because I'm pretty sure she has a lot to do with that situation.
It's God who pulled you out.
Yeah, most definitely.
Anything else you'd like to add?
I do. I also want to thank Lake Scambia. I want to thank Gulf Breeze PD. I want to thank anybody who had any type of dealing with that situation, because like it's like I say, it's not some people don't go through this like that type of stuff all the time, So for them to respond as quick as they did, to show the care for me, that was amazing, and I appreciate that a whole lot. To all the naysayers, to all the people who support me, I appreciate that a lot. Like I every night I go to bed, like I'm thanking people that has my best interest, like that that's thankful that I made it out of that. Even to the negative people, like I appreciate them too, because like I'm here. So you can thank you to everybody. Thank you to everybody. Like I get to see another day, and I appreciate it very much.
Are you going back to work now, or at some point?
Oh yes, I will be returning back to work.
Good.
Yes, I am. Like I wish I can go yesterday, but it's fine. I'll make it back.
You mentioned you're dealing with a little bit, or has anything happened since? Are you dealing with any physical pain?
So I had some lacerations on the side of my head. I had like a huge knot. My back is bruised up very bad on both sides. Had some cuts in my hand. I had some cuts on my wrist here. Some cuts on my thigh right here, like one big one right here. And just like my side right here, and of course dealing with pneumonia. But that's about it. Like that's about all I was able to get out of that. Thankfully, it wasn't worse. So I'm very thankful, man. I'm very thankful. I've been crying for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. I'm just thankful. Very thankful. I'm very thankful.
Anything else you want to add?
When you were pulling yourself through that little hole, what was going through your mind during that time?
You know how people, like when you're in a large body of water, my very first thought in water, and like I don't even swim in the beach. Like I love to see the beach, I love to be around the beach, but I'm not a swimmer of the beach because I'm scared of the wildlife. I'm scared of sharks, jellyfish, anything that may live in the ocean. I don't want to deal with it. I just like to look at it. So pulling myself through that hole was like, I need to get out of here. Like I need to get out of here. I don't even think I was thinking that. I think I was just thinking more so of nothing. I was just, my head was clear, and it was just like a need to make it out type of thing. I think once I got to the top, and then I seen my bumper, my front bumper, my back bumper floating down, like moving through the current, is when I was really just like, I made it. You know, like I made it out. I made it out. And then not only just that, but once they pulled me up and I sat on the seawall, I sat there about 5 minutes because I could not believe, you know, like I still didn't think that it was real. But I'm thinking to myself, like, oh my God, all of my things are still in the car. Phone, wallet, bag, everything, like everything. Because I, like the way I am, I don't take everything out of my car once I go home because I know that I might leave it in like inside my house. So if it's pertaining to my job, I leave it in my car. I'm thinking to myself, all of my things are inside my car. I need to get back in there. I need to get my things out of my car. And one of the guys was like, man, do you not see that rip current? Like your bumper, your front bumper, your back bumper are literally floating down the ocean. If you get back in that water, you're going to die.